Hello everyone, I am back in Star Wars The Old Republic. Decided I would go do some older content with with one of my lower level characters. This is a Jedi Sentinel, but he is taking all Dark Side options, kind of opposite of what my other character did. See, he also has swords instead of lightsabers. That's a little different. Some armor and everything makes him look really bad. So let's continue on with this character's story and see where these dark side choices will take us. Just looking at my titles here. He does have Knight of the Republic. He was allowed to become a Jedi Knight despite all of his dark side things, but Council wasn't too happy with it. But the Republic insisted because I did all these wonderful things for him, so looks like he has a mail too. Let's go check that out real quick. If I remember where the mailboxes are. Oh, new companion item. That's fine. Looks like his inventory is a little bit crowded too. I always have inventory problems on all the characters. It's terrible. I'll take a quick check over here too. Still looking for the still looking to see if I can get the white primary die for that other character. Tutorial we don't need. More tutorial we don't need. Can't get rid of it. There it goes.
Demerati Hivo, Semper Finst June, Unisan, Dumo Ganyor Nord.
Oh yeah, it's been a.
Coming on short notice. I'm Senator.
They still have a lot of new content coming out for it. They just put out a new release not long ago with kind of going beyond the Knights of the Fallen Empire and starting up more war between the Empire and Republic. So if you haven't played in a while, it'd be good to get back in, at least to give the new content a try.
To be a better place for these refugees to live.
We've offered to resettle them off-world, but they're demanding to remain here. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Discord I started in not too long ago, trying to see if I can not only help my channel grow a bit, but see who else I can help.
Why haven't you forced all the refugees out? Once they're gone, the gang goes with them.
Past attempts to forcibly relocate refugees ended poorly. The criminals helped the people resist and came away looking like heroes. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Well, the best you can do is view yourself. That adds another viewer on. Follow, that adds another follower. I do that as much as I can.
With all due respect, Senator, are you sure this requires Jedi intervention?
Your order has been away from Coruscant too long. It's time the Jedi took a direct hand in protecting the Republic capital. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
If the situation's as bad as you say, your people didn't survive.
There's still hope. If my security forces
Yeah,
were dead,
they've always had
those
full
gangsters
voice
couldn't
acting
resist
on the original
Everyone
content.
must
There are
save
some
these supplies from
places
that
in
criminal filth.
later content where
Find
you
my
just
security
have
chief, Captain
an
Miller.
options
He'll
at the
help.
bottom to choose
Good
that
luck.
don't do the character voice. They still do the NPC's voice, but those are mainly minor things or things that came with the Fallen Empire. But all of the story quests, all of the main things in all of the content has been fully voice acted for the characters too. That's what's so great about this game. The whole thing, the acting and everything, the stories, they're all great. There are some I prefer less than others, but yeah, other games I've seen they do NPC voices but not character voices. They have specific actors that they've chosen for each character, male and female, for Jedi, Sith, etc. And they do all the voice acting for that character.
Without consulting the Jedi.
And the companions, by the way, the companions are also fully voice acted when they speak up in the conversations.
The planet prison supercharges a world's upper atmosphere, turning it into an enormous ion cannon. Any starship entering or leaving the planet will be completely disabled. Perfect enemy containment without casualties.
Have you tested this planet prison's safety?
We're about to begin field testing when this pointless debate started.
Regardless, you've allowed the planet prison's design files to be stolen by common criminals.
I doubt the thieves even realize what they have. Besides, the data is encrypted.
Our people are pursuing every possible lead. With all due respect, old friend, don't you think it's time the Jedi got involved? Mr. Kiewicz and I must speak with the Supreme Chancellor. I need you here finding those design files.
Anything is better than talking to politicians.
Jedi after my own heart.
You stay as well, Kira. Your security expertise may come in handy.
General, we have a lead on the thieves. This is Agent Galen with the Strategic Information Service. Agent, these young Jedi will assist you.
"32 hours ago, thieves raided a military storehouse. They stole weapons, supplies, and data files for the Planet Prison Project. The thieves' leader slipped up, showed his face to a security camera. We identified him from our criminal database. Vistus, Rhodian smuggler, staying with the so-called Migrant Merchants Guild. Nasty bunch of criminals.
Why would alien gangsters rob a military storehouse?
It's time I had a talk with this guild.
No one talks to those cutthroats. The Guild is a violent, well-armed criminal cartel. Invading their headquarters is something only a Jedi could pull off.
Oh dear. I really must go sit down. Excuse me.
Agent, let's use your fancy security network to distract those gangsters. Give my friend and the thief some quality time.
When you find Vistus, contact me. The data files are top priority, but try to recover anything else that was stolen from us. Good luck.
Just have to make sure that sometime along the way my settings didn't change. I want to make sure to see. I don't know if it's cheating or not. I want to make sure to see the the dark side, light side choices in a conversation so I can pick the right one. Yeah, alignment gain. Playing the dark side character is a little bit different for me. Usually play light side characters, but I wanted to see how the story goes with all the dark side options for the Jedi. Yeah, I've done a Sith. It was the Sith. What do they call it? The assassin. I did a Sith assassin that was completely dark side, and honestly, if you take all of the dark side choices for that character, they're a complete and utter psychopath. But it's really interesting the dialogue that they made up for that. That's interesting. On the new updates for the new areas, they've really cut down the taxi time. You take off, it fades out, it fades back in, and you're at your destination. You don't have to wait through the entire trip. So they're just trying to make it faster for everything, I guess. Get to the fighting faster.
Honorable Jedi, a moment, please. I greet you on behalf of the great and noble Senator Dollyberg Bark. The Senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself.
Yeah, it's interesting. As big a fan of Star Wars as I am, I never got all the way through Knights of the Old Republic. Even when they put it out with a port on Android, and I bought that for what it was, and I still haven't gotten past Tatooine on that. I don't know what it is. I do like the game. I just never got through it. Just didn't have the time, I guess. But you heard that they're going to be possibly a Knights of the Old Republic movie, right?
If your senator wanted to be here, he'd be here.
Oh, he does. He stopped here on his way to the spaceport last year. He even waved at some of his admirers. Today, the Senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help.
Yeah, I saw an article. They were talking about a Knights of the Old Republic movies, and who they were. The fans were kind of hoping would be cast as Darth Revan, and they were talking about Keanu Reeves.
That's all very nice, but what's the crisis?
I was just getting to that. Recently, the Senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
The officers of Republic security sound pretty pathetic.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good. If they really put the full power of Revan and everything into it, that'd be pretty good.
Chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
This is almost going to be too easy for me.
I can see you're a man of action. Perfect for this job. I'm glad I found you. To find out where the Guild has hidden the Senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
And speaking of Star Wars games, I have the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order pre-ordered. So as soon as that is released where I can download it and play it, I'm going to be streaming that. So I'll be, sending out notices on that. Oh, okay. Yeah, start your stream. If you're still streaming when I'm finished with mine, I'll drop in. If you want to send me a DM over on Discord, and we can do the follow, and I'll check out what you're up to.
I'm desperate now.
I wish I could help, Nick. I really do, but I can't spare the manpower.
Is this what the Republic has been reduced to? Indifference to the suffering of aliens?
The Republic isn't fond of non-human species.
You're very right. But at least you're in a position to do something about it. For us, there is no justice. We are ruled over by gangsters who call themselves the Migrant Merchants Guild. While Republic security...
Nick, none of you should be living here. We can't guarantee your safety. You know that.
Our homes were buried under rubble during the war. Not our fault the businessmen here are all crooks.
Is everyone living here so sensitive, or is it just you?
I'm sorry if my pain causes you discomfort, but the situation is intolerable. The Republic considers us squatters and wants us out. The Migrant Merchants Guild claims to protect us, but all they do is exploit us. Now the Guild has kidnapped my mate Rhea and put her to work as an entertainer. Rhea, forced to dance for the pleasure of scoundrels.
You lost your mate? Big deal. Get another one.
This is not some droid I speak of. This is my beautiful partner. There's no telling what humiliations and depravities Rhea's been forced to endure. My beloved is worth a great deal to me. Bring her back and I'll reward you handsomely.
I'll handle it.
Thank the ancestors. I cannot express what this means to me. Rhea is being held with the other dancers in the guild headquarters. She's a beautiful Nautilin with lovely green head tresses. I'm sure you'll know her.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denel Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
I wouldn't let him order me around.
Good. That's why we need to reach an understanding here. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
Now that you mention it, he didn't explain anything about the chips.
I'm not surprised. These political types like to gloss over details. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
You expect me to do what about this?
Put on one of those slave collars and let me shock you a few times. You'll care. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
Jedi don't do work like this for free.
I can offer you the standard rate. The Senator's probably offering more, but it'll be dirty money. Find the chips and get out of the guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
Okay, now we finally get some action. Or not. somebody back there. Let's go see what that was. Don't see. Sprint. That was on.
Power the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Wingborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Look on the bright side. Politicians are easy to replace.
Tell that to the people flying speeders up there. They'll die first. Gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. It'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Have to hand it to the bad guys. They know how to put on a show.
You're here to help us, right? The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Well, looks like now some guys got in the way over here. See here. Where are these network nodes? Maybe I have gotten that one before. It's kind of strange. Don't remember being through here with this character. And I don't remember right now how to check on that, so we'll just leave it. Oh, just about full. I have to find a vendor somewhere and see if we can't get rid of some of this. Back up here again. Vendor's over there.
Report your ailments.
We'll go a little longer without expanding his inventory. He'll be fine. Guild enforcers, huh? Looks like there's still some people playing down here in this area. Thought everyone would be back over on the newer stuff by now, but I guess some people are doing some old content, leveling up some other characters. Actually, you're also able to just skip this old content, jump your character straight up to the higher levels and get into the new content without going through all this, but you really do miss out on the story and everything. And for me, these things are all about the story. Can't find the enforcers. There's one. This guy running around here is probably killing them all too. That's not something I want to fight. That is the Coruscant World boss. Level 17, but takes a whole group of them to take him down. Not somebody for one person to mess with, unless they're way higher level. I don't know, since they drop your level to equal to the world, they still might need an entire group to take them out. Just gonna sneak right past back by him again. We might find some of these in here. These are all the security droids and things. Where you find the stolen ships. But you have to find the boxes that haven't already been opened by someone. It's like the good old days when there were a lot of people playing and you couldn't find the items that you were looking for. You had to wait for them to respawn because somebody else had been picking them up. Or you just had to find a place to go where nobody had picked them up. Still need to find these enforcers. I really need to kill all the droids to get the chips. Just want to get through here and find the chips. One more. He's gonna get there before me. So deciding to play a Dark Side character, we can only all guess who we're going to return the chips to. As soon as I find some more enforcers. 3 more enforcers. Where would all the enforcers be? There's one. There's one on the other platform. One more enforcer. Not an enforcer. Investigate the ship. Oh, they left. Okay, let's go turn some stuff in. Hopefully I can remember where to go. Don't think it's there. Good to see people still running around in the older areas.
My man can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. It's like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. There we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
Should have known Senator Kale was too good to be true. She's an even bigger crook than I thought.
Doesn't make sense. There's got to be an explanation.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
I'll meet with her as soon as possible.
She'll have a good explanation. She has to. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
Don't really want to give him the stuff.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Alright, well, my time is running out, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream as we travel back to the Senate Tower. I'll turn in these quests and we'll see what happens with the two senators that we're dealing with happens. Next time I stream, I'll go ahead and continue with this character so we can see what happens next. So, thanks everyone for watching, and as always, you can follow and get a notification of when I'm streaming. And everyone have a good night.